the India-US trade talks. The Commerce Ministry says that they are progressing well. With this, as a team from India, led by Commerce and Industries Minister Piyush Goyal, will be going to Washington for further discussions. Piyush Goyal will lead the team of senior Indian officials to Washington for discussions on the agreement starting May 17th, and meetings with the US Trade Representative Jamieson Greer and US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick are on the cards. But you need to note that the talks come against the backdrop of both our countries exploring the possibility of an interim trade arrangement in goods to secure early mutual wins ahead of finalizing the first phase of the trade agreement by fall, which is September-October this year. Just listen in to what our External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar had to say regarding US-India trade talks.
Between India and US, trade talks have been going on, negotiations have been going on. In fact, we have, I think a team is just going at this point. These are very complicated negotiations. They are very intricate. Nothing is decided till everything is. But any trade deal has to be mutually beneficial. Any trade deal has to work for both the countries. And I think that would be our expectation from the trade deal.
My colleague Rishabh Bhatnagar has been tracking all the latest details for us. He joins us live at the moment. Rishabh, what details can you disclose regarding India's 4-day trade talks in the US?
Right, Parmeshwar, what we're hearing is the fact that the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is set to meet the USTR, the US Trade Representative Jamieson Greer, US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. He's the counterpart for the Commerce Minister in the US. Two important contextual points under which this visit by Minister Goyal comes. The first one being the easing of the US-China relations. We've seen that the tariff truce has happened there. Both have slashed reciprocal tariffs of 115% off of each other. So that tension has eased, and that trade relationship has now prospered. So now we need to see how India tackles that, given the fact that India's pitch is as an alternative to China as a global manufacturing hub. So if US-China relations are good, India does not stand to benefit from that. The second one is, of course, India's retaliation at the WTO that came in a few days before these talks were slated to begin. And that is also something that might be discussed as part of these bilateral trade agreements. Apart from that, two separate rounds have already taken place. An Indian team has already gone to Washington. After that, and an American team has already visited India. So this is the third sort of official round that is taking place of in-person negotiations. So yet to see what is also important is the 90-day tariff pause window that is set to expire around July 8th. So a lot of chatter on whether the first tranche of this bilateral trade agreement could be completed within that 90-day window. So lots to check before this May 17 to May 20 trade talk window ends.
Rishabh, as always, thanks so much for joining us with the lowdown. We will, of course, revert to you for regular updates.